Hi everyone, this is vlog number 2. A lot has changed and there are definitely updates. Unfortunately, not good updates. So this is the state of our kitchen. They've already built the cabinets in here. They're very similar shade to before if you look at this, but it's slightly greener than what we had before. It was like a little bit more bluish. I don't know how exactly it's transferring onto the camera, but it is like a true sage green. So this is how it looks like right now. They don't have the appliances in. This is where the dishwasher would be. This is where our washer dryer combo would be. So this is the issue here. I'm not so sure. Need to double check with the drawings and what our kitchen designer said that, but like this piece has a filler or a crown molding. This one does not. So unfortunately, it doesn't look good. So either or we're supposed to have a filler here, or that filler is not supposed to be there. But since they've already put in the microwave and they've already drilled a hole here, our only option now is actually having that filler in there. And this is the issue that we had with this. The other thing is that we actually do want to have recess lights. Before it was just recess lights here, but we're actually going to have it go a straight line. You see 2 here. Those are not going to be there. A straight line all the way down to here. So kitchen light, the left switch would hit this one. Right switch would hit these. Then the one all the way by the entrance would just go all the way down here, but not to the kitchen. So it's going to be a nice little runway of some sort. Because like this, it's going to be one straight runway. The other thing is that because of the outlet situation, and we are very adamant of having at least one kind of outlet on this side, and the big issue is because we didn't want it to be touching the waterfall here. We want it to be seamless. And this is what we have here. We originally wanted an outlet here. This is too skinny for any kind of outlet. So we're like, oh, what if we use a thicker piece like that, extend it a little bit more, and then have it here? If unfortunately the actual washer dryer, which is right here, cannot have an outlet next to it, then we would have to stick with this. We would lose less space though, because if we do that, we like expand it a little bit more. But then we'd probably have to have one in here instead. Or at least like in the countertop over here, because we wanted the Furbo camera right over here. So we would have the plug here, wrap it around, or at least like try to figure out a way to make as skinny as possible so the wires are not really that visible. And then that way we can use that one for the Furbo camera, but also for appliances. And we would use this one for like our water kettle and fragrance, or room freshener in this case. We do want another outlet for convenience sake, because when we have our dining table here, we have a bench here, we would put an outlet over here. So this outlet would allow us to charge our laptops and anything like that. This is like good for everything else that we have in the living room, but this is more for convenience for day-to-day use or laptop usage. So today is Friday. They were supposed to do countertop measurements, but because of that outlet situation, we need to have the electrician come see if that's even possible to do, and also to make the adjustments if it is possible. And because of that, we have to push the countertop measurement until after that's done. Otherwise, the measurement will be all off. But at least doing it this way, we should have at least one outlet on that edge. If we can't do an outlet there, then at least we could have the Furbo camera right there, like on this pillar, but like on the side over here. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. So we're going to have to double check to see if that's something we can do. We want at least one outlet on that side so that the Furbo camera can be there. But if we can't, then at the very least, we should have something that we can use to plug in an appliance. And the one that we have by the stove is only for the toaster oven. So we're thinking about things like rice cooker, blender, like things like that. It's just very annoying, but I don't know. You can do what you can do. The other option is that we really want an outlet here. We would do it on the actual waterfall, but if we really don't want that, we could also put an outlet over here. So that way, when we have our soda stream here, we could still use some kind of appliance like a rice cooker or blender here. Because like we are thinking about moving the garbage can here, so we'd still have this usable space. So a lot happening. I don't know what exactly is going to be happening here, but because we think it's going to take a little bit longer than usual to make those changes that we want, we started to move all the stuff we have in the office into the living room. Since it's unusable anyways, we thought we would actually be able to use the living room. I thought they would put like something here to kind of block it off from being accessed. But they covered literally everything, so, In this case, we moved everything in the office, and Addison's on a call right now. Like everything that was in this area, we moved out. But everything that we need in this room would stay here. But yeah, this is our bathroom situation right now. We have cat food, we have a sponge and, not a sponge, but like a brush and something to just basically, this is our new kitchen sink essentially to clean. We have our kitchen scissor to be able to cut Yoko Street. The cat stuff here. These are cleaning supplies, by the way, that were supposed to be on the windowsill, but these are the soap dispensers that were in the kitchen, and this is my little section of all the cat tools, so. And more cat food here, but my also stuff for the bathroom, a lot of stuff here. Oh my god, we just left the home office. Electrician just came, put up all the recessed lighting. I wish it was a little bit more aligned, but it looks a lot better if you look this way, straight down. Centered. So they added recessed lighting down here, and it's straight along here. These two will be patched up. We actually ended up ending those, turning these on. It will really light up the area. Added the recessed lighting to this area as well. Very well lit. They added outlets, so here they're eventually going to do this one after the island has been extended. They added a switch, an outlet here. They added an outlet here. Added an outlet here. And then they added electrical lines for the washer. Plumber's coming on Monday, so we did end up buying the wrong switches. So I actually got these switches that were just smart, but I realized when they were here, they're like, oh wait, these are not dimmers, and we need dimmers, especially with how bright this is. I wanted that, like, at least the kitchen, we can dim it down a little bit, and the entrance as well. Honestly, around the cooking area, I would want it to be bright at all times, of course, for obvious reasons. But yeah, they have it hanging down because they have to paint first before it goes back up. This is the situation in our bathroom right now. Cat food, cat food, cat food. Cup with straw, and our little cleaning and cutting utensils here. It's a little bit cleaner. We got some water bottles though. It was hard to deal without having clean water to drink. So this is the situation right now. I'm gonna turn on this light. So we have these blinding lights which we are changing to be a different temperature, and so I kind of messed these up. I changed this one out to one where we did change the temperature, and now this one is not working, and this one's not working. So I think like the wiring was a little bit whacked when I did it. It should be easily fixed. But we do have lights here. These are not changed. This is the only one that was changed, and when it did work for the split second that it did, it was the perfect shade. We want to go for 3,500. These are at 4,000. When I was working on this one, however, then that one like kind of fell through, and I think it kind of disconnected the two of them and it ended the circuit. But what they did was they worked on the cabinets, and specifically we extended this peninsula. Previously it was just this, and it was further in like this, but we added this piece, which is actually the filler that was supposed to be over there, but it was too thick because of our fridge. So we're gonna ask to see if we could get a thinner filler, so at least the door doesn't have to constantly hit that metal plate. It doesn't hit all the time, but it's just very annoying that that's what we have to worry about, and that's the sprinkler. But we had the contractor send over someone to be able to use and basically use the same piece, cut it out, and that's actually where the outlet will be. So the outlet should be sitting right here. The countertop measurements are going to be tomorrow. We're going to get a waterfall that goes down this way, as well as a waterfall that goes down this way. So it's going to be very sleek. We're also getting a countertop that goes through here. Previously, we had the granite that goes up to here, but we're actually going to do a backsplash to go all the way up. So it's going to look sleek and modern. We did not previously think about this, but we are going to be doing a backsplash just because, like, think about it. You're like cooking oils and everything and not really that nice. So we were thinking about getting a whole new stove later on and then doing the backsplash, but we're like, why don't we just do the backsplash and then get the stove later on? That's actually the biggest reason why we decided not to do a backsplash, is because we didn't think it was worth changing the stove at this time because it works. It's also like, look at this giant lip here. Like, you really don't need this giant panel here. So if we were to do this, this stove is going to go all the way against here. Where the actual counter will be. This will be all just normal plaster and wall. There won't be anything here. And then same thing for here. Previously there was some kind of countertop over here. The granite extended up, but we're going to just extend it up with paint. So it's just going to be a seamless integration of the countertop. But the plumber came in on Monday. I didn't really vlog because it's really not that special. But the plumber came in on Monday to basically add in some new piping. And then there's going to be the plumbing here and all the wires we need for the dishwasher, or for the washer dryer here, and the dishwasher will be over here. So yeah, this is the dishwasher just sitting here. And then oh they unpacked this. I guess they were looking at the washer dryer combo over here. Hoping that we have someone that's going to come and install it soon. But it's here. They unboxed the box. And we are going to be using dimmer switches for all of the lights. So the ones over here in the front will be one switch, the ones in the back will be one switch, and the ones down the hall will be another. So this actual light, I mean, it's on, but it's not on because I messed it up. But these are actually connected. So we thought, like, if you're using the kitchen, you're probably going to use the pantry. So turn on the light versus like needing to go all the way there just to turn on this light. There's still decent light, but we thought this would be the best way to actually make it a little bit more functional with the lighting. And all the lighting is just like hanging down here just because they need to do the painting first before they put it up. But now we want them to change it out, so good thing we didn't. So I think in this particular vlog, you're going to see that they're going to have the countertop measurements done tomorrow. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait about a week for anything to come after that. But after that, I think they're just going to finish the electrical. So you saw that there's that little box in there, and then we need to add an outlet there. And then we're going to have like all the switches installed, fix all the lights again. And then we're also going to have the washer dryer and the dishwasher installed. Then I think what they're going to do is either they're going to paint and then the countertop is done, or that the countertop goes in and then they're going to paint. But when they do the countertop, the sink is undermounted, and then they're going to install the rest of the piping for the sink. And then once we do that, then it's done. So I don't know how long it's going to take the countertops. At least I know it's going to take a week. So if they do measurements tomorrow, it should be in by Wednesday of next week for it to be installed and everything. So maybe by next week, we'll see. Doing a quick update now. This is Wednesday, so when this video comes out, it will be Thursday. So this is only the day before it comes out. I've already edited literally majority of the video except for this piece here, but our contractor did come by, and what we're doing here is that we're actually going to use a like 2-inch piece here, and we're going to put it up there. That will stay there. That's 3 inches right now. So it's not going to be exactly the same, but it will match up to a point. But that's honestly fine with me because I didn't want it to look like nothing and then something. At least 2-inch will be close enough, and it will still have a small gap enough where I could put something on top of the fridge, but it still will look even, at least like to the naked eye. So when we had the countertops measurement today, they did say that we have to actually like shave this down a little bit so this piece can be level with the cabinets. And when we do the waterfall, it's just going to go straight down like this and then go straight down that way. We're going to have it go all the way down here. So when I asked about this piece, it was unsure as to like how we were going to do this, because when we do something like this, they might have seams. Like, we're not entirely sure if the slab will be this wide. I hope it is, but if transporting it is the issue, we do have stairs. We're literally on the second floor, thankfully. So tomorrow, I think what they're doing is more electrician stuff. So we're going to change it out, fix this one here, and then add an outlet here, and then add an outlet here, and then we have all the switches. So I think that is going to be for tomorrow. And then they're also going to plaster up and everything, paint everything. I think that's a little bit early, but I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to do this before the countertops. I have no clue. So yeah, oh yeah, I don't think I showed this before. This is the air switch for the garbage disposal. So it's already in here, installed. All we just got to do is stick that thing in there. But yeah, so what they said was also the appliances are the very last thing. So unfortunately, we're going to just have to deal with these out in the open here. The hardware did come in, so it's going to look like this. Oh, wow, I have to open it. And we were going to have it on the bottom here. So instead of doing in the middle, it makes more sense to do it here and then here and here. So a little bit closer like that. But yeah, looking forward to our new kitchen. Very excited. So really just a few finishing touches. We have to lower this piece down by 2 inches, and we do actually have this piece all the way here. We're supposed to be like the sage green plaque of wood. I don't remember if they're all supposed to look like a bunch of these or if it's just one solid green, but if we do, we actually can have them cut a piece to match that length here, which I believe is 36 inches when they came to measure it. So that's what we need to do for that. Since we decided to do the waterfall, we don't even need that piece anymore. The countertop's just going to go straight down like that. And then same here as well. So yeah, not much left to do except for just, oh, the appliances we know is last. But really it's just like bring this back down a little bit, then shave that little, I don't know what they call it, beam down, and then add a support of some sort, kind of like this. And then they're going to measure the countertops, and then we're going to do the fabrication. They're also going to order the sink, and we had to get a different size than what we previously agreed on. We at first thought we were going to get a 28-inch sink, but unfortunately when we did the measurements, we would need like a 26-inch, 25-inch maybe even. But we're thinking 26-inch should fit, and then the actual bowl itself might be a little bit small, unfortunately. So with this, in general, what we're going to have here is that when we build this in here, it's still going to be deep, so it's still very usable, but it's going to be mounted directly to the actual countertop when they bring it in. So they're sending it to the countertop people. It's going to be undermounted in the actual countertop. They bring it here, plop it in, install the countertops, and then after that, the plumber comes in, reconnects everything. And I think that's it. So after that, they have to also install the backsplash, and then we're going to repaint everything. So there's really not much left to do until after that. They're just going to have the electrician come in and finish up, and I think some painting. But I'm not so sure, honestly, if that's before or after the countertops are done. So yeah, so this is the last vlog of this particular, or this is the last step of this particular vlog. And then next week, hopefully we actually get to see the countertops in, because the countertops I think should come in about a week. So if it comes in on Wednesday, then at least we'll have enough time to be able to have it installed. And then I would actually be able to have something to show you on Wednesday. Then Thursday onward is probably gonna be like reconnection of the washer dryer, of the dishwasher, and then installation of the washer dryer combo. And then maybe some final painting. I don't know, but that's what we have.